My name is Suarez, and I'm here in the traditional territory of the Toronto Quechin in Dawson City. And today I am with Sydney Oland from Yukon Chocolate Company, from Yukon Ice Cream, and Yukon Provisions. How are you today?
I'm good. It's nice to be here.
So, Sydney, tell us a bit about yourself and your business.
I moved to Whitehorse in 2016. In 2018, I started Yukon Chocolate Company, which is a bean-to-bar chocolate company, which means we take whole cocoa beans imported only from Venezuela right now, grind fresh chocolate. That was my first endeavor, which grew into Yukon Ice Cream. In 2019, we purchased a space on Industrial Road in Whitehorse and opened Yukon Provisions, which is a collective food space that houses 4 different independent food businesses. This year, bought our first full pallet of cocoa beans, which was 8 60-kilo bags. It was a really big deal for us. And processing cocoa beans turned into a bit of a challenge up here because there just isn't a lot of chocolate making equipment. So we actually roast our beans in a pizza oven. Our cocoa mill, it's a stone cocoa mill that we got from India. Our tempering equipment is all from New York. So it was a big group international effort to make it happen up here in the Yukon.
When did you know that you were going to be an entrepreneurial superpower?
I am really lucky. My husband is an entrepreneur and my mother is actually an entrepreneur as well. So I had a lot of support. And when I moved here, there wasn't anyone doing what I knew how to do. Bean-to-bar chocolate's not something you go to school for. You have to learn it. Before I took the plunge, and it was a lot of small steps. So I don't know, when I figured out I was going to be an entrepreneur, it was more now kind of 4 or 5 years in, I'm okay, now I'm an entrepreneur. But I feel the first few years it was just running at an open mouth scream at every direction. Things have calmed down a little and I can own it and settle into it a little now. But
for you, what does success look like at the end of the day?
I don't know, success has kind of been being able to step back and let staff who are passionate about my products the way I am, and to be able to step back, let some other people grow within my business. That has been a real marker of success for me. I'm really lucky with the staff that I have. They're all incredibly talented and passionate, and they each love a different aspect of the business. That really feels like success, seeing other people want to join the team and be proud of the products. You're just kind of surrounded with people who are just passionate about what they do. It's been amazing.
What would you say of your product most represents the vibe or the spirit of the Yukon?
I'm really proud of the cocoa beans that we source. They're these perfect, ethically harvested little guys. And we take a lot of care in our process. And chocolate is one of those products, kind of a lot like wine, that ingredient that you have, it just speaks so loud. It just reminds me of the Yukon and how everything is just kind of out there and larger than life. So I would say that 100% dark chocolate reminds me the most of the Yukon. We've been really lucky with our assortment of random equipment. We've had things catch on fire. We've had vats of chocolate spill, and it's always chocolate is dramatic,
You can put that in a label. Chocolate is dramatic. Yeah, it's lovely to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. This has been a treat.